Mix TV.
Somebody say, drank tea with God. When you read the Bible, God says, if I were hungry, I will not ask you, what food do you have? I don't eat human. I forgot to ask what brand of tea it was. So we can all start drinking that brand. Peradventure, God may join us to drink.
There are 5 cups in that pot. My wife and I. Usually is the one who will finish his first 2 cups, who will get the final one. So I took 1 cup, she took 1. I took 1, she took 1. And I picked the pot to take the 3rd one. And the pot was empty. I looked at her. I couldn't remember when she took the 3rd one.
What type of tea did Adeboye drank with God? Pastor Abel Damina comes after Pastor E.A. Adeboye, the General Overseer of Redeemed Church. I want to ask a question before I introduce this video. Can a man see God? Can a man hear God? Can a man actually drink tea with God? Come to think about this. What is actually happening in Christendom of today? Why are men of God, pastors, apostles, prophets, and so on, attacking one another on the social media? I think if a man of God has erred, or if a man of God said something that is not in tandem with the Bible, for me, I don't know for you guys, I think the best way to resolve it is to call him to order privately. Yes, if an anointed man of God was on a pulpit and he made a mistake, and you are also an anointed man of God and you noticed the mistake, should you go on the social media to attack him, considering his age and his age on the ministry? I think for me it is not in order. I don't know what you guys think. This is one thing I have not seen among the Muslims, the non-Christians. You hardly see them on the social media attacking oneself. But when it comes to Christendoms, when it comes to pastors, men of God, apostles, prophets, and so on, you see them going straight to the social media to attack oneself or to attack one another. I think that is not the best way to go. If a man of God at his age made a mistake on a pulpit, the best way to go about it is to call him privately and tell him, or to even forget about it. Nobody is an island. If you think you know it all, okay, let me allow you guys to hear from them.
I was in Ilorin years ago. We're having breakfast, and we have a pot in which we made tea. I think, if I remember correctly, there are 5 cups in that pot. My wife and I. Usually is the one who will finish his first 2 cups, who will get the final one. So I took 1 cup, she took 1. I took 1, she took 1. And I picked the pot to take the 3rd one. And the pot was empty. I looked at her. I couldn't remember when she took the 3rd one. What happened to my tea? And I heard the voice of the Lord. You don't have to believe me, all right? Loud and clear. I said, son, when you prayed, you invited me to join you. Some of you don't know why I call him Daddy. We have a relationship that is difficult to describe.
Somebody say, drank tea with God. When you read the Bible, God says, if I were hungry, I will not ask you, what food do you have? I don't eat human food. My son, give me your heart. He said, if I wanted a house to live, I won't live in your house. The cattle upon 1,000 hill belongs to me. I own all. I don't need any of these things. You need them, I don't need them. What I need is your heart. I forgot to ask what brand of tea it was, so we can all start drinking that brand. Peradventure, God may join us to drink. It's time for us to expose all these lies and free people from religious manipulation and bring them into Christ's emancipation. Our loyalty is to Christ too. I've told you that many times in this church. There's only one person who died, and that's the only person who are loyalty to. And we only honor men who honor him. I teach good here.